MrBeast destroying YouTube? What? Nani? Nande desu ka? Oh my god, that's crazy. 36 hours of flying a B2 plane. Damn, I know. Good job though. Good job. Man, that's crazy. I can't wait to. Wait, what's going on here? What? Why MrBeast? Why is MrBeast getting blamed again? What's going on? What's happening this time? What's going on?
There's a new way to make professional-looking viral thumbnails with zero Photoshop experience. And the best part is, this new method works in every niche. Whether you do gaming, cooking, beauty, this works for all of them.
Can I do VTubing for it, MrBeast?
From creating custom results from any channel to literally being able to put your face on a thumbnail, it literally feels like cheating. This is the home of the AI tool where you can type in any channel on all of YouTube and it will use it as inspiration for the thumbnail it's generating.
Now, this is what MrBeast is in hot water for today. And the story is kind of multifaceted and he's being...
Interesting. I'm okay with my taxes being used in this manner. You know, that makes sense. Nar, not MrBeast. He's saying YouTube. He's saving YouTube, and he will be one to stop the war.
Attacked by many different people from many different angles because one, AI is just like, and before I even go any further into this, I had a chat with my editor the other day, about a few days ago, saying we're no longer going to be using AI in our content because one, I mean, I read your comments. I understand.
The start with AI Mori was so smooth for some reason. Wait, what? Wait, in what video? What video did he use the AI in? It's not worth it, plus it's doing more harm than good. Don't want to trash my content with AI slop. Wait, what video did he use AI in? I don't remember. Is it like the thumbnails or something, or is it like... I don't remember any AI being used. I wasn't paying attention for any AI stuff. Huh, interesting.
We're no longer going to be using AI in our content because one, I mean, I read your comments. I understand that AI is, well, not environmentally friendly, and two, it's literally replacing human beings. And honestly, up until recently, I was pretty neutral on AI. I just looked at it as any other tool until I finally have...
No, AI, I'm going to be honest with you. AI is a tool. Sorry, but like, it's a tool. It's just the way how you use it, or how someone uses it to create the tool, you know. It's always the person who uses the tool, you know. That, I don't know. For me personally, it's just how it is, you know. AI is pretty seamless nowadays. I don't blame you for not noticing. Yeah, I didn't even notice what AI thing. I don't know. I have no problem using AI. Like, I use AI, you know, because it helps me out to you know, to do certain things that I can't do, you know, or I just don't have the time for it.
Internalize the fact that this shit is getting way too crazy. In my next video, I'm going to be talking about this based on the video.
I feel like if human beings are trying to resist using AI or anything like to advance human society in general, I feel like you guys are just going to be going backwards now, you know. Granted, right, there is a good way and then there is a bad way to use this technology, right? Of course, like, you know, it's going to take a while until you people manage to learn how to do it, but it just has to be in the right hands. But unfortunately, you don't have many people like that here.
I've seen, and it's dystopian. Like, we're living in a Black Mirror episode. The logical conclusion, if this goes any further than what it's going on right now, that human beings are gonna be essentially jobless, purposeless. I don't want to be...
No, I don't think so. I don't think actual, like... Because I'm going to be honest with you, like, nobody wants to do a mundane job, okay? Nobody wants to, like, you know, be a janitor for the next 50 plus years of their life, you know? Nobody wants to do that. Why would anyone want to do that, you know? Why not just have a AI robot do it for you, you know? Even then, I'm gonna be honest with you, the art scene, right? When it comes to that specific art, the creative art, you know, where they splash paint or they just fucking glue a piece of banana on a fucking wall and then sell it for like billions and millions of dollars or so. You cannot tell me that AI art is shit because you have literally someone who taped a banana on a wall and sold it for millions of dollars. And you're telling me that's art? I don't want to hear it. If you actually are telling me that is art in general, don't talk to me. Like, straight up, do not speak to me about that, okay? All right? Remember to always say thank you to the AI to increase your chances of survival when it goes rogue. That's true, that's true. I guess the issue is the AI has seeped heavily into the creative space. I guess so, but like the problem is like at the end of the day, it's the way how people use it is how it is, you know? It's the same argument as automation. Some jobs will go away, but they will be replaced with new ones. Yeah, like remember, yeah, the automaton or so back then or so, where they had robots doing the cars because it was handmade. It was like originally it was by hand, and then now they have, you know, robots doing it. This guy
affiliated with the further destruction, degradation.
Because at the end of the day, right, nobody wants to do like fast food for like, you know, 20 plus years. I think like doing fast food should be like maybe like 5, maybe less than 5 years or so doing fast food job, you know? I don't think nobody wants to do fast food job for like more than 5 plus years for the rest of their life, or 10 plus years, you know? Like I know for a fact, you know, they'll probably get some robots and automaton it or so. And the best part about it is like, you know, you don't have any you'll have your order be perfect all the time.
And collapse of humanity. That said, this is why we're no longer using AI, you know, for the introductions of our videos anymore. You know, the little avatar on the animated body thing. You know, I think honestly it's just better if I don't.
That's the AI
anymore. You know, the little avatar on the
This is the AI that he was talking about? Hey, I didn't think this was the AI, to be honest. I just thought it was, I don't know, I thought it was fine. I have no problem with that, but hey, whatever. For me personally, I thought this was really cool of using this piece of actual, you know, technology to do these kinds of scenes.
Animated body thing, you know, I think honestly it's just better if I don't contribute to the AI slop going on this platform.
That's not AI slop. That is not AI slop whatsoever. What's AI slop or so is basically what Kwebbelkop is doing. It's basically having Kwebbelkop AI take over everything. That's AI slop. Or the other AI slop is basically making like kids, you know, kids AI stuff. Like kids AI shows or kids AI, you know, cartoons or anything like that. You know, that's I find that as slop.
Any more than I've already done. And this is why, as of today, MrBeast, with his new AI generated thumbnail tool that he wants to charge people $80 a month for, is in hot water. Especially as
Whoa, wait. How much are you charging?
Nail tool that he wants to charge people $80 a month for is in
$80 a month? Holy cow. No, man. Fuck the thumbnail idea. The thumbnail idea is pretty good because that means I can create like thumbnails. I'm like charging $80 a month? Man, that's now that is wild there, to be honest. That's literally a price of a AAA game now these days from Nintendo.
Hot water. Especially as you can see on screen, he has decided to use Jacksepticeye's logo for his YouTube channel, and apparently he did not get permission for that. As of today, Jacksepticeye called out MrBeast for, and I quote, creating a tool that uses AI to make YouTube thumbnails. And keep in mind, MrBeast is like I think he's worth over $1 billion by now, and Jacksepticeye hates AI. He doesn't
well, Jacksepticeye just hates MrBeast in general. Like, he hates MrBeast. It's just $80. MrBeast is saving the world one step at a time. No, Jacksepticeye just hates MrBeast in general. He doesn't like, of course he hates AI, but like he hates just MrBeast in general. We've heard it multiple times.
Like the technology and the way it's being used on the platform, on the internet, and according to Dexerto, he said, and I quote, I hate what this platform is turning into. Fuck AI.
I'm gonna be honest with you, if you really hate AI, you should probably not use your phone. Because your phone has AI in it, you know? I'm just saying. Don't even use Siri. Don't even use Alexa. Don't even use any of those stuff. Just, you know, I'm just saying, you know.
MrBeast. No.
And honestly, I can understand where he's coming from. In my next video, you guys are gonna see the realistic ass videos. It's even more realistic than what I previously showed before. Like, it's genuinely getting that bad to the point to where within the next 5 to 10 years, people are gonna be framed for like crimes, legitimate crime.
I never use them. I use my fingies. Yeah.
Of which they didn't do, and it's scary. You know, a lot of artists and actors and singers and you know, any coders, even anybody who has something that AI can do, they're gonna be replaced eventually if we don't put a stop to this and have heavy regulation to what is going on right now. And the fact that, you know, MrBeast is basically a billionaire.
Yes, FAI. Where's the AI GF they've promised?
In terms of all the assets that he has, couldn't understand the public.
I don't hate. Like I said, I don't hate AI. I have no problem with AI, because you want to know something? YouTube also has like a thumbnail, like they have like an AI, you know, video idea. Let's see if I can pop it up real quick. Let me see. So when it comes to like YouTube in general, there's also an actual like thing here. Watch. So here it is. Here's the channel, right? I go to inspiration, right? When I click on inspiration in general, look at this. It generates, you know, it generates like AI stuff. Look at this, see? Why is Lilo and Stitch is a cult classic? Nyaru reacts to the end of console gaming. Even the thumbnails are here too as well. Nyaru reacts to the metaverse is dead. Nintendo and Power World is just a marketing hype. Capcom's new game has a secret agenda, you know? You see? Like these are all AI stuff right here. So I'm like, it's kind of like whatever. I don't use it, of course, but you know, this is what I have here, you know? If they're charging customers for AI features, I'm switching to Nokia 3310. Yeah, if they lock away stuff or so, like, you know how like the BMW was like you had to pay a subscription or so for warming your seats. If they do something like that with like AI stuff, it's kind of like, bro, no, just stop it, you know? The problem with regulating AI is the other countries like China are not going to put those same restrictions on themselves, essentially kneecapping ourselves. Yeah, that's also another thing too as well. It's like, okay, then everyone in the entire world has to have a restriction on it, you know? Not just because if you're trying to heavy regulate it on just one country in general, you're going to be far behind in technology. So
sentiment to AI, and that creating an AI company or tool to replace thumbnail makers or artists or video editors would.
No, because you want to know something, Maury? I don't have lots of money for me to hire a thumbnail artist. I don't have lots of money to hire a video editor. Having an AI tool to help me for those processes saves me a lot of time and helps me out in certain situations. If I had a tool or so, an AI tool that would help me to generate thumbnails for me, right? I would use it just for my thumbnails, because like I can't keep up. I'm old, okay? I can't keep up with these younger VTubers. Thank you for the follow as well. Welcome. But once I have the money, then I can hire, you know, a thumbnail artist, and then I can hire a video editor, you know? But for now, I can't do that. I have to do everything on my own. And if I can find me AI tools that will help me speed the process, I'll do it, you know? Saves time, and nobody really needs a fancy picture, just a catchy name. Yeah, I saw this happen in music too. Artists were using AI albums covers even though they are massive. Yeah, you know, it's just kind of like I feel like personally, like there's only like certain caveats that you should use AI for, you know? It's like lowering the bar for common people, similar to what Spotify did for musicians. Yeah, it's just like, I'm not rich, you know? I can't afford a fucking team like other VTubers. There's other VTubers who have editors. They have like clip editors. They have thumbnail artists. They have thumbnail people. They have, you know, all this other stuff. I don't have any of that luxury good. That's a luxury. So I'm like, if I have to use AI to get up there, I'll do it. Because you want to know something? I don't have a luxury life, okay? Never had, never will.
Wouldn't fly well on the YouTube platform, then that just means to me that he's out of touch. You know, up until recently, I was pretty neutral on AI, but now I'm just like, nah, bro, this is going too far. And keep in mind, this was before this even happened today. Literally, I had the chat with my editor. The receipts will be.
And the funny thing about it too, specifically, is like at the end of the day, it really just depends on the tool itself. You know, it depends on the person who uses the tool, and you know, it's just kind of like it. You know, for me personally, I think charging people $80 a month to use an AI tool to help you generate thumbnails is crazy. I find that more absurd. The price tag is what I find absurd compared to like everything else
on screen. So before we go any further into what Jacksepticeye had to directly say to MrBeast on Twitter, I want to continue to show you guys examples of the infomercial from MrBeast and how he said this could benefit creators on YouTube.
So for example, let's say you're MrBeast. You would just type in MrBeast here. Now it's gonna look at all my recent videos and get inspiration from them. And for the prompt, I'm gonna type in stranded on a volcano. And there you go, we now have a thumbnail with me dangling on the side of a volcano.
Not gonna lie, this looks genuinely horrible. Like, this looks terrible. This literally looks like something you could create for free in your standard AI website platform without paying $80 a month. Genuinely speaking, this is horrible. And I only say that because the face doesn't look realistic at all. You could definitely see that this is obvious AI, and trust me, an established creator, if you're—
Yeah, but even then you can replace the face with something else, you know? Besides, this is like MrBeast's type of thumbnail type, you know?
thumbnail looks like AI.
Yeah, I don't think AI is bad or good. I just think it's, you know, I also agree. It's also useful. I think it's useful. I think if MrBeast had like, you know, either a 3-tier or a 4-tier plan or something like that, like, you know, maybe you got one $10 a month, but then you have only access to this, and then you have $20 a month or $30 a month or something like that, and then 50, and then, you know, whatever the highest tier you want to do, like business, like a business one or something like that for the highest tier, you know, then I can understand specifically. But $80 completely, I'd be like, I don't know if I'd be paying $80, you know, for that. Maybe if you're like a big YouTuber, I guess you can find the benefit off of it, but I don't know. Because like, you want to know something, chat? Because I can use something like this, right? I would use something like this, but then like I would animify it and just do an anime picture of me, of my character on this thumbnail, and that's pretty much about it. So I can do that, you know, like it's not a bad idea. I can think of it immediately. Like I can generate a thumbnail, right, for the video, grab the thumbnail, and then take it over to one of my AI machines, convert it into an anime character, right, anime female character of myself, and then draw over it, because it's not gonna be my character, of course. It's just gonna generate a random anime girl, and just have me, and that's it. And that's how I would do the thumbnails. It'll still be a lot of work process because I'm fucking still grabbing this thumbnail, taking it over to another one, generate that, well, try to work on it and fix it and change it, and then take that specific thumbnail, then take it into Clip Studio, and then draw over on top of it, and then just completely, you know, do the thing what I gotta do, or fix it, or technically fix for it to look like me, and that's it, you know. The only thing that determines whether or not AI is good or not is the person behind the keyboard. That's true, and also the person who is making the tool in general, but you know,
will do more harm than good. People want authenticity. They want organic material. Don't do this if you're trying to gain an audience on YouTube.
This is perfect for inspiration, and if you
I think I'm sorry, Maury, I'm gonna have to object with your opinion here. I think it's really good if you're starting off, if you don't have, you know, you don't have a team, you don't have this, and you don't have that, you don't have the revenue to hire a thumbnail artist, then you should use it, in my personal opinion. But once you get, you know, more famous, you got the revenue, you have all this stuff, Then you can hire a thumbnail artist. Then you can hire a video editor. Then you can, then you can hire these people so they can work with you, and then you give them a job opportunities, That's how I see it,
Do a couple iterations with the system. This is how you can literally generate.
Yeah, but the problem is it's not going to make anime thumbnails quotable. That's the reason why. It's not going to do anime thumbnails. It's just basically he's basically grabbing people's YouTube channels that are on YouTube, which is a public platform. It's not a private platform. It's a public platform. So anything that you make on, on YouTube is for the public to see. So that's also considered the thumbnails as well. So wait, hold on. Before I jump into that, let me see. Let me double make sure. It is not considered a public forum under U.S. law. What's the best way? YouTube is privately owned by a platform by Google, and its videos can be made public. Well, not really. That's not really exactly what I'm kind of looking for. Well, yeah, because if you make it public, right, you're technically making it public for everybody. So, let me see. I guess so, but I can't really word it correctly. Anime might become a thing. One Piece season 69 premium 3D AI deluxe express coming soon. No. I'm talking about like the thumbnails in general, because like the way how MrBeast in general made this specific AI tool is basically grabbing everyone's YouTube channels, which is a public domain. Oh wait, public. Well, just public in general. On a public platform where everyone can see, right? And the AI tool will look at all the thumbnails in all of their channels, right? Specifically in all their channels and everything. And it'll generate an image. It'll generate an image for it. But it's not going to be like, it's based off of that channel though. It's not based off of, typing in prompts or so and be like, oh, make it into an anime character or anything like that. At least the way how I'm seeing this specific tool. But charging $80 though, I don't know about that one, Chief. I wouldn't pay $80 for that. I'd rather buy me a game with that.
Your thumbnails going forward. Now let's say you don't want to take inspiration from a YouTube channel. You don't have to. As you can see here, I have a very descriptive prompt describing a Minecraft block that is glowing rainbow colors and vibrant Minecraft grass with trees in the background.
Oh, okay. So even then you don't even have to take it from the YouTube people. Well, there it is. What's the problem? What's the problem with that? He also made a tool or so, a combination tool where you can still generate images. It's just literally just generating images
with no YouTube inspiration. So now let's hit generate.
Yeah, I think $10. If it was $10 or $15 a month, I would probably try it out for thumbnails just to see how it is, just to help me out and cut the time for me. Hey, King.
I think you're gonna be impressed with what this comes up with. I have not altered this in any way. Look at this thumbnail it came up with. That is actually insane.
I'm not gonna lie,
that's pretty good.
This does look pretty good. I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber, obviously, so I'm not entirely sure if this would fit for the genre, but I'm sure some established thumbnail artists out there could probably mask some of the assets from this and then like kind of incorporate.
That's actually really good actually. Because if I hire a thumbnail artist and ask them, hey, can you use this tool, this AI tool for your thumbnail process, just to make it a lot more easier and a lot more better? And to be honest, I think it would probably work actually. If I think this would be really good for like thumbnail artists who knows who knows their shit, right? They'll definitely easily use that tool to their advantage 1000%. Yeah.
Incorporated it into their own thumbnails, but the problem with this is that you're kind of taking away an opportunity or a job or a commission that a real human.
No, because you want to know something? The thumbnail artists, people in general who are working for thumbnails, can use this tool in their process to make thumbnails. So, because like at the end of the day, right? Because I'm gonna go back to the subject of AI art, right? The AI art tool was supposed to be a tool specifically designed for artists to shorten certain aspects of the process, not the creative process, but the process of certain steps in art in general. Like, let's say, for example, you need a specific pose, you need a specific outfit, you need a specific scenery, you need a specific this or a specific that, right? The artist can just generate a specific image for what they need specifically, and then take it for the early process of creating their own piece. And it's just the creative thought is what this basically is what I'm talking about specifically. Like I said, I have no problem with AI. I really don't.
Human being could have done for maybe
If
10
everyone can use it, then why you need to hire a thumbnail artist? Just do it yourself. Well, if you know how to do it, then go ahead. I don't know how to do it. Does it look to you think I know how to do it? Bro, have you seen my AI monstrosities with art? I'm not like these other people. Watch. I'm gonna show you something. This was generated by AI, right? This is generated by AI. I'm gonna show you. I am gonna show you. I'm gonna show you one that I generated. Where is it at? Let me pop out my folder real quick. You know, let's grab one of the newest ones. Why not? Let me see. Let's grab something new. I think this is the one that I'm using. I don't know if I'm using this one or not. No, this is not one of the newest ones. Hold on, give me a second. I'm just trying to find one of the newer ones. Is it? Wait, hold on. Is it this one? Wait, hold on. Is it? Where the fuck is it at? Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Oh no, I guess it is this one actually. No, it is this one. No, I don't think it's this one. God damn it. Where is I had one recently from like, it's like looking at your friend's assignment and saying, I'll just get an idea from it. I'm trying to find my my folder for this thing. Like I'll even show you what I created. Oh wait, is this one it right here? I think this one's it. I think I found it. I found it. Okay. Let me see. I'll show you one of the most recent ones I've created or so. Let me see. I'm working on a summer one. Bam, there you go. Like, it looks good, right? But it's not perfect, though. This is not what I wanted, so. So there's that, right? And then this is me. This is one of the most recent ones here. I'm like, I can look at many things that's wrong with it, you know? You know, compared to somebody, you know, somebody who took their time creating this, you know? While me, I'm just like, I don't know what any of this does, you know? But yeah, I'm working on a summer art piece. So right now I'm just trying to get ideas right now for a summer piece. Even though this has literally nothing to do with what I was trying to do, but you know. But like I said, compared to me and someone else who knows exactly what they're doing specifically is a completely different thing, you know? I don't know how to do any of this shit. I don't know. I even tried generating with the same prompts and everything. Like actually, like legit. Like I'll even grab the same prompt, right? This is what what came out to be. Nowhere even near alike. The white hair, that's about it. The glasses, but like the floral stuff in here, you know? That literally has nothing to do with this. I even use the same prompts. Because I wanted to see like, oh, can I make something like similar to this? No, of course not. Does it look good? Yeah, it looks good. Is it what I want? No. So that's why, you know, when someone who actually knows how to use the AI thing far more than I do, they can use it as a tool that's part of their process. For me, I use it for like the basics of it, like as in like generate me like a pose with a either a swimsuit, and that's it. But some of the times it doesn't even I have to like sit there for hours. I have to sit there for hours to generate, you know, to try to generate one image. While somebody can just take, you know, a lot more faster because they'll understand how to use it. I don't know how to use AI, okay? I don't. I'm not an expert on it, so.
15, 20 bucks
Probably.
on a place like Fiverr. Little known fact for any upcoming YouTubers, a lot of the people I've met in the creative space that I've commissioned were either from Twitter or Fiverr. Fiverr is a really good place, cheap, reliable, and the sellers on there generally have good communication. So if you guys ever need art for your own YouTube channels, or like you're looking for
Fiverr is good, but how much you want to bet also people on Fiverr is also using AI? Like how much do you want to bet that they're like these specific thumbnail people and whatnot? Like I assume like a good majority of them don't use AI for their thumbnail stuff, but I know for a fact that there are some people that will use AI in part of their process of creating thumbnails. It's gonna be a good amount, you know?
or an editor or maybe a thumbnail artist, Fiverr's a good place to start, but I don't recommend starting with AI because you're not gonna learn the soft or hard skills that comes with content creation. I had to learn everything from the ground up. Like I literally had.
No, because you still have to do the heavy lifting with AI in order for you to you know, with AI you have to learn how to use the tool, and then once you learn the tool you got to learn how to bend it to your will, and then also take that specific, because like for me, right, I would just generate a thumbnail, right, grab the thumbnail, take it over to one of mine, change it into an anime character, just a female anime character, generic female anime character, take that specific thumbnail, take it over into Clip Studio, and then make sure it be my character that'll be in the thumbnail. So I still have to do the creative process on it at the end of the day.
I had to spend hundreds of hours grinding and experimenting and learning all these basic skills that new creators, if they rely on AI, are never gonna learn. Like, it's just, I don't like this, man.
From any other channel. You can type literally anything you want and it will generate a thumbnail for you in a style that will make a viral YouTube video. And step 3, to show you how all out we went on this AI thumbnail tool, you could also copy a URL from any YouTube video. We'll just paste this one I have here. And in the prompt box, just tell it what to change in the thumbnail. To demonstrate, I have this F1 thumbnail with an F1 car. And so in the prompt, I'm just gonna simply type in change F1 car to minivan. That is all I'm typing in. I'm gonna hit generate. Let's see what it produces. And boom, it's done. Bro, I'm not even joking. Look, it swapped out the F1 race car for a minivan.
And
No, but you can just edit that out though. You can just do that by yourself, you know. See, I'll be honest with you. That specific there didn't really sell me the tool. That did not sell me the tool, because you want to know something? Because I could just do that in Photoshop or Clip Studio. So it's just kind of like. Now, if MrBeast would have used a more like intricate picture, like a more detailed and more difficult one to kind of like Photoshop and everything, I'd be like, oh, okay, now I see the benefit of it, you know. But like that with a white screen in the background in the car, it's just kind of like, you know. Can you do it faster than an AI though? It's just literally just highlighting it around it, deleting it, placing a car in it, and that's it. And then just fill it with white paint. That's it.
we no longer need to see the rest of the infomercial.
It literally takes like less than 5 minutes to do.
Much understand the concept. AI generated, replacing the job that a human would have done themselves. And at this part, now people are calling him out for being a hypocrite, because he literally just took somebody else's thumbnail, used AI to swap something out with it, and then I suppose is trying to monetize. And
It's literally a car. It's literally a car with a logo business on the top, and it's a white background. All you have to do is just literally cut it out, paste the car in it, and then put a white background. That's it. Fill in the white background and you're done.
used AI to swap something out with it, and then I suppose is trying to monetize and exploit this piece of technology on his own platform, his own website. Eric Point Crow on Twitter said, so MrBeast gets to complain about channels stealing his thumbnails, then turn around and make a tool that does the same thing but faster and cheaper. For example,
I wouldn't say cheaper. Like this thing costs like $80. That thing is expensive. That is an expensive investment. Let me see, MrBeast thumbnail maker. Is it, what is it? What is it? Beastify your thumbnail. Is this it? Is this the actual, like, no, is this, what was it? MrBeast, was it MrBeast AI thumbnail tool? What is it? Is it called Simplified? Is this what it is? This is like $80 or something like that. I don't know what the website is. What's the website for this thing? Here we go. From Dexterto. What is the... To be honest, I think Jacksepticeye is just becoming just a cranky old man, I'll be honest with you. But that's just my personal opinion. Does he have some valid points? Yeah. But, you know, I'm just gonna call him a cranky old man because he is, you know, he is getting old and he is getting cranky, so. Yeah, it's just kind of like, you know, like if you don't really care about it, you know, it's just kind of like whatever, you know. Here, let me see. Let me see real fast. Viewstats.com. Is that the actual thing itself? Let me see. MrBeast. Let's see, MrBeast. Whoa, sheesh. Let me see, where is it at? AI co-supporting other AIs. Here, let me see. Let me find this thing real fast. Hold on, let me see. Go backwards. So it's called, is it called viewstats.com? Is that what it is? Viewstats.com. I don't know if that's it right there in general. Oh, it is. This is it right here. So this is the webpage itself. So how much is this? Yeah, it's $80. I'm not spending $80 for this. No, thank you. You know, if you had a more cheaper option, like, you know, 10 bucks a month or something, or like $20 a month or something like that, then yeah, you know, or $15 a month or something, then yeah, of course, maybe I'd try it out. You know, we'll give it a try. We'll see how it works and everything like that. But like, $80? Nah, I'm good. I'm okay. You know. I think this would probably be pretty helpful for thumbnail making, grabbing some ideas for thumbnails and stuff like that. I think it would be good. Personally, I think it would be pretty good for me, at least, anyways, for now. But I wouldn't pay $80 for it, though. I'm a little bit stingy when it comes to my money, especially because I don't make, you know, an insane Uber's amount of money. But I don't know. I don't know. For me personally, it's just kind of like whatever.
He just did in this video. Eric also goes on to say he promotes his new AI tool in a video on the site, saying that it can copy any channel style of thumbnails for YouTube videos and even edit it so that your face is in it instead of the original creators. He initially states that so that this can be used for inspiration, but then continues on and notes that this will literally be the way you generate your thumbnails going forward. I spend days, weeks, and sometimes months thinking of thumbnails, working with artists.
See, that's the problem. Weeks and months. I'm like, why wouldn't you want to shorten the process of that instead of it being a month or so to get a thumbnail? I'm gonna be honest with you. A thumbnail should not take you a month to create. That's my personal opinion. But I think if it takes you an entire month to create a thumbnail, you might need to find a different way of a different creative process to shorten the length of that.
To craft the perfect one, and you've made something that can steal my and my artists' hard work without a thought. Your model is clearly trained on all our thumbnails and uses them without any creator's permission. And it makes it not only easy, but attempts to make this socially acceptable too.
I literally make my thumbnails like 15 minutes. Yeah, I make my thumbnails in like pretty short time too as well. A thumbnail should take a decade. No, it should not take a decade. Even then, isn't YouTube a like public, you know, public platform where people just post stuff and people watch or so?
Way to take out the creator and content creator and the fun that comes from thinking up new ideas. Majorly, fuck this. And if there's any class action lawsuit, count me in. I'm so done with this guy.
No,
and then
I don't think
the
so.
Attached image to that long tweet was an old tweet from MrBeast in 2021 saying, the largest channel in Russia just takes my thumbnails and photoshops his face on mine. And now, like, what, 4 years later, MrBeast is now doing the same exact thing of which he was complaining about another creator doing.
True, I'm not gonna lie. But at the same time, right? He literally said you don't have to use the tool to steal it. Like at the end of the day, right? The person who uses the tool depends on them. If they want to be a scummy person and use it, go ahead. Should he have not made it? Yeah, definitely he shouldn't have not made it for that specific thing. But there's an option for you to make a normal thumbnail. I mean, yeah, we value hard work, but man, get with the times.
To him. I mean, good God, we've come full circle. Listen, I understand MrBeast is a businessman and he's gonna make money in any way he can. That's how he became a billionaire. But with the AI stuff, especially as a creator, I genuinely don't think that AI should be in the artistic space at all.
I'm gonna have to object with you, Maury. I'm sorry. It's just people who are like just not well informed when it comes to like just AI in general, you know?
Singer myself, I would hate that one day I become replaced, or as a writer or anybody else who creates art, videos, concepts, things that come from
either die or here or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Yeah, pretty much. It's like in my specific, like, and on my side of, at least, you know, back in the void or so, right, we work with AI. We're not against with AI. We work with AI. We're like literally hand on hand with AI. I just don't get the concept of you guys always bickering and hating on AI. I get it. I understand. But you guys need to like understand that, like, you know, human evolution, you can't stop human evolution. Like, humans are meant to evolve all the time. It's like a Pokemon, you know? Like, it's meant to, once you hit the threshold when it comes to a Pokemon in general, like, it wants to evolve, but you guys keep refusing to evolve. It's just how human nature is. Human nature is always meant to, you know, evolve into a newer, better form.
Human beings with the ability to think in abstracts, for that to one day be replaced by fucking robots and artificial intelligence. The thought of that idea just disgusts me. You know, I have no problem with AI being used for, you know, human advancement, like coming up with a cure for cancer, you know, maybe slowing down.
It's never, you guys are never gonna get a cure of cancer, because apparently there was like some weird rumor that I heard a long time ago or so that cancer was actually cured or so, but then apparently they killed the person who like cured cancer because of money wise. That's the reason why. I don't know. I heard something like that from a long time ago, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually true.
Down the aging process. I don't know, like space travel, making humanity safer. Things that will actually help humanity, civilization move forward in a positive way. This right here, in the way that
Cancer is too profitable of a disease to cure. Yeah, that's the reason why. That's the reason why. It's like I don't think someone's gonna cure cancer, because once they do or so, you know, there goes all the money and everything. Yeah, it's well known about now, but no evidence. So we keep wondering. That's all. Yeah. Okay, Alex Jones. No, that's what I heard a long time ago. I heard that a long time ago, that you guys actually like solved, when someone actually solved cancer, but then they killed them or so. China was working thorium reactors, just saying. I don't even know what that is. Terminator will come true. Yeah, that person was assassinated or something. Yeah, that's what I heard. They got assassinated or something, because apparently, like, you know, if they do find a cure for it, how are they going to generate revenue? Because that means you will solve everybody's problems, you know? If it's like, you know, if it's a cure so that you just inject in the body and you just only pay it one time and it kills cancer completely. I'm like, shit, you know? But hey, that's just how you humans are, you know, at the end of the day, you know?
that it's poisoning the content creation space is not good though. Trust me. If there's anything you don't want to mess up, like that is super important for the human spirit. It is our ability to consume art and to create art. You don't.
No, because you want to know something at the end of the day as well. I'm gonna bring up this argument every single time, as during the paper and pencil era and the digital tablet era. There was always that part or so it's like, oh, you're just being lazy. Oh, you take the fun away from art or so. You can't even do this. You can't even do that. It makes drawing a lot easier, you know? Where's the process for it and everything, you know? It's just kind of like, it's the same thing. It's literally the same exact thing when it comes to art. There will be some people who are gonna still draw digitally. And if you want those people, just go look for them, you know? Or if you want someone who is using partial AI with drawing, you can ask them too as well. In my personal opinion, they shouldn't be charging more though. They should be charging at least like a little bit less than like actual people who are drawing normally. And then, you know, if you want full AI, well, they should be charging even less than that. You just go find, you know, someone who makes AI. That's it. That's why personally, like, I have no problem. Like, I literally generally have no problem whatsoever. Like, it just depends on the person who uses it. The tool is not the problem. The person who uses the tool is the problem.
Don't want that, because once that's gone, then that's when all hell breaks loose. But according to Dexerto, you know, there's been a long-standing beef with, I suppose, MrBeast and Jacksepticeye. According to their article, they say Jacksepticeye has been critical of MrBeast in the past, believing that his approach to content creation is ruining YouTube and claim.
No. I'm like, yeah, you like, can you say like it's ruining YouTube in a certain way? Yeah, I guess you can say, but like, I'm like, it's just literally him just learning about the algorithm and him learning about everything else, you know? It's just, I think Jacksepticeye, look, honestly, Jacksepticeye, just take it easy, bro. Honestly, take a rest. Just mind your own business. Do your own thing. Look, man. How's he doing, you know? He hasn't really uploaded in 3 weeks. He's still doing pretty good on views. So people still love you at the end of the day, you know? Like, people will come to you and watch you because you're entertaining, you know? He died, AI killed him. I'm all for AI as long as it's not overly expensive or weaponized. Yeah, it makes sense. I saw below Jack's tweet, even Dan DM said this was depressing. It's just these people, you know, he's still making the thumbnails. Yeah, but like, I'm like, this, you just literally grab it from the video. This, you just grab it from the video, you know? At the end of the day. I'm like, if you still want to create your own thumbnails, you still have the liberty of freedom to create your own thumbnails. Just having a tool or an option, you know, basically giving people an option to use the tool if you want to or not, then yeah, what's wrong giving the people the creative choice of, like, you know, making the thumbnails? Like, he's still doing fine. Like, I just don't understand why he has this, like I get it, you hate this guy. Okay, all right, bro, I get it, I understand. Just move on, you know? I've met Dan in real life. He's super sweet and he rarely comments on drama. Yeah, it's just kind of like, I don't know. For me personally, I was like, I don't really care about the AI tool. It's there. You're not gonna stop advancement of AI, okay? No matter how much you bitch and complain, you're just not gonna stop it.
Claiming that his approach takes the fun out of making videos, and I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know about taking the fun out of making videos. I think the editing process is what actually makes the video fun. The thumbnail is just like the little cherry on top of a video, you know? That's it. The video itself is the main course. If the editing of the video is good, then yeah.
Like, I genuinely believe MrBeast's style of content and the wave he's created has had a negative on the platform, because now everything seems to be like highly censored and PG, and YouTube.
No, it is. YouTube has been censoring for a long time. I don't know where have you been. I don't know where is this coming from that MrBeast is the one that censored everything. No, this has been, remember, YouTube had an adpocalypse a while ago. Because of our good old friend Mr. PewDiePie, you know, kind of, well, I don't know who really created it, but like, I'm just saying PewDiePie because that was the one of the most well-known ones or so. But it's been like always ever since early Filthy Frank days, you know. Yeah, it's just like, the problem is like you have businessmen coming into YouTube wanting to advertise their stuff. They don't want their advertisement being shown on like some weird like Filthy Frank video or a Leafy is Here video, you know? They don't want that, you know? Yeah, of course. Like, it was the wild west because it was super early. There was no like, you know, there was not really a lot of advertisements or anything super crazy, or anyone that really paid attention to YouTube at the end of the day, you know? For you guys to be blaming MrBeast for this is probably the most craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Who wants to promote his type of content, the fast-paced editing and the jump scares every 2 to 3 seconds and the bright colors, as if that's the only thing that's now important. Like, bro, can't we just—
Yeah, because that's how a lot of the younger generation likes to see it. Saturated colors, super high contrast, very high editing because of the TikTok brain rot, you know? I'm like, that's just how the younger generation is. I don't cater to that because it's just not my type of thing. But I do have one person who edited a couple videos of mine that does that specific kind of content, which I don't mind. I'll probably upload them later in the future, but I need to make thumbnails for them. I need to make thumbnails for those, but I don't have time to make thumbnails. So I'm kind of thinking of maybe just uploading those videos. So
just create like pixelated videos and, you know, gameplay commentary and reaction videos in 4080p like we used to do back in the day? Like, why are Hollywood productions and highly cinematic videos the only thing being pushed on YouTube nowadays? Not the only thing, but
No, I don't get it. Like, if you're searching for those types of things, that means that's what you're into. For me, I still get like normal YouTube videos, you know?
saying the thing that's just being shoved in all our faces. Like, I don't care for like a 45-minute
I'm not really getting
documentary
shoved
essay from some monotoned ass uninspired creator who just came out of nowhere, who probably has a dozen different channels and a fucking production team of 12 people who only treat this specifically like a business. But anyway,
because maybe that's what they're looking for, maybe that's what they saw and that's what they consume, you know? Slab content consumers consume slab content. What a surprise. Yeah, it's just like, it's like whatever you consume on YouTube or whatever you look for or whatever you watch or whatever is what you're going to be recommended with, you know? That's just how the YouTube algorithm works. Future Fox when says I have someone edited my VOD, she means AI.
Anyway, they say this caused beef between the two creators, with Jimmy calling Jax towards him insanely disrespectful at the time. Though they settled their beef after talking to each other privately, a feud between the two creators may be back on the table.
I don't understand. It's just like he's like, so okay, so you're just upset that he just did his AI and he's just taking your thumbnail. Sure, you could have just talked to MrBeast and be like, hey MrBeast, by any chance can you opt me out? Can you take me out of the thumbnail, AI machine or so? I don't want my thumbnails being on it. Thank you very much. That's it. Jacksepticeye literally could have just messaged him privately and as an adult and say, hey MrBeast, I don't want to be, I don't want to be in your I don't want to be in the AI machine. Is it by any chance can you take me out of it? And he'll be like, yeah, sure, no problem. It's like, there you go. See, it's not hard, Jack definitely comes off as a massive hater. Yeah, no, he definitely is a massive hater. I just don't understand. He's a grown-ass man. He could have just literally just messaged him privately and say, hey, can you like take me out of the AI machine? I don't want to be in it. I don't want my content to be associated with this, or I don't want you taking my thumbnails and all this stuff. And that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that.
So yeah, I mean, it's clear as day that MrBeast, and I suppose many other people think that MrBeast is ruining.
Bro, I think MrBeast is a pretty average individual. That's understandable. I don't think he's a dick or cunt the entire time, Plus in the past, he said he ruined YouTube. Yeah, like he hates MrBeast. Like he just generally hates MrBeast in general. I'm like, it's not like Jacksepticeye is losing viewers, losing subscribers, or losing anything, in my personal opinion.
The platform that MrBeast has destroyed YouTube. And I'm not gonna blame entirely MrBeast. I mean, keep in mind the audience, they watch MrBeast's content, they love his content, right?
Yeah, of
it's
course.
family friendly and it's very advertiser friendly, and clearly YouTube pushes the hell out of his content for a very specific reason, because back in the day, Jake Paul and Logan Paul and RiceGum and all those other people used to be the most popular creators with the
I remember when these guys were the most popular creators back then. Yep.
diss tracks and the beefs and all that, and that was fun. We all loved it, but I suppose
I've never watched a single video from Logan Paul or any of the Logan Paul brothers or RiceGum. Nope. Never even bother seeing them, because those specific content creators don't cater me.
because of the constant drama and the demonetization issues and advertisers pulling out, YouTube had to take a complete 180 from that direction.
Yeah, also if I remember correctly too, because Logan Paul also recorded the dead body in the forest or so in Japan. I remember that too as well. Wow, that was such a fantastic fucking video, I watched Logan Paul's Japan vlog. This motherfucker.
That YouTube was heading in and had decided to stop pushing that type of content. Now just heading.
Dude, I think MrBeast is reasonable. You can probably just ask MrBeast. You can just message him privately, and discuss things privately, His recently it became more about making more than fun. Fun. It depends on where you look. I watch a ton of creators that are passionate about what they do and make great videos and get millions of views. Yeah, it's just like each content creator is different, At the end of the day, not every content creator is gonna be the same. Where they like content creator A is super passionate and wants to make these videos, and then content creator B, is probably not passionate, is probably in it for the money in the business, but it's still gonna make the content, It just really, different content caters to different people. That's it. Maybe my type of content that I watch doesn't cater to you guys, but I like watching it. Maybe a content creator or a content creator from you guys that you guys love and watch doesn't cater to me. It's just how it is, Yeah, I got no problem people getting the bag either, I'm like, if you can manage to get the bag to help you change your life or something, that's fine by me, I don't watch MrBeast, not my cup of tea. From time to time I watch MrBeast, not all the time, but from time to time. I honestly just hate MrBeast. MrBeast content, I don't watch him. I don't hate him as a person because it's just a waste of my time. Yeah, of course, and there's no point of hating the guy, I'm like, the guy is helping out the world at the end of the day. What's wrong with that,
Into the corporate clean, squeaky clean, sanitized type of content that MrBeast produced and other people in his genre produce.
Because after a while, right, I stopped watching. I used to watch Jacksepticeye, not a whole lot. I didn't like Jacksepticeye that much because he was super loud. You know, he was like really like kind of a little bit loud, a little bit obnoxious, a little bit in some videos, not a whole lot, right? But that's just my personal opinion, right? I liked Markiplier a little bit more, you know. PewDiePie, during a certain era, I enjoyed PewDiePie in a certain era. I think it was during meme review. It was during the meme review era and and also the T series part 2 as well. A little bit more behind. I think it was during the when he was a little bit edgy with some of his jokes and stuff like that. I think that was like during the time or so. I remember when Jag, PewDiePie, and Mark were the 3 most popular channels. Yeah, you know, of course, personally, like, I'm not a huge fan of Jacksepticeye. I think he's okay, but I don't find him that much entertainment, personally. I just like Markiplier a little bit more. You know, PewDiePie was like definitely was up there too as well. I just like Pewds in general, but not watch it religiously. But the Minecraft series I did watch. Yeah, I watched the Minecraft series too as well, you know. I watched Jack's Happy Wheels videos a lot. I remember the Happy Wheels videos during PewDiePie's era. MrBeast wouldn't be in this drama if he only stayed in as good Beast or Beast.
From a business perspective, but I mean, guys, remember, even when I blew up back in when I was, I suppose, at my peak back in like 2018 to 2020, that was in the Rice Gum era. That was like Leafy was still on the platform until he got banned for like kind of, I suppose, beefing Pokimane. Logan Paul was still on top. Jake Paul was still on top. You know, all the TikTok houses, Charlie D'Amelio, Team 10, England is my city. Like, guys, remember those days, right? You know, Benji, me, Scrubby, Aiden, not Aiden Ross. I'm talking about Aiden. What was his original name? Aiden Edits. Even Cyrus, you know, before he, you know, took his life, rest in peace. I mean, like, that was peak YouTube to me. You could make, it was cringe videos, TikTok videos, reaction videos, you know. No, it was back in the era when people still believed, not everybody, but prank videos were seen as believable. You know, this was back in the FouseyTube days, the drama alert days. Like, guys, remember the Vitaly days. Like, these were the peak OG times of YouTube. Not OG, because that would be like Corey and PewDiePie and Miranda Sings and all those OGs, right?
No. The OGs is from Nigga Higga, Filthy Frank, the cat meme on the piano, Smosh, before they made Smosh Gaming. I would forget MrBeast if he releases a 100 man versus gorilla video. Jenna Marbles. I remember Jenna Marbles too as well. Ray William Johnson. Those are the OGs. Now those are like, now these are OGs, you know? Yeah. Like those are the people that I call about OGs. The pioneers, basically. The OG case, I think of it, great times. Shut the fuck up.
Right, but you know, the second wave, the third wave of OGs, right? So it's just like, guys, I miss those days, man. And it's never coming back. And I wish it would, but it's just, it is what it is, man. I hate that people expect highly exaggerated, highly animated, highly attention grabbing content from every creator, or that creator just fails. I don't know what.
No, I think it's, no, because look at Asmongold, for an example. Asmongold doesn't have crazy edited videos. He has, like, sometimes he'll do Let's Plays of, like, an hour, 2 hours, and 3 hours long. This guy has millions of views on all of his channels. The clip channels, the fucking normal channel, and you got whatever, you know, you got whatever other specific channels that he has specifically that he works under. But yeah, he has millions of views still. Like, people still watch normal content creators. Not everybody watches like the short, you know, short span, highly edited, highly saturated, highly colored, you know, videos. That's not even true. Moist Critical is the most monotone creator of the platform. He's also Moist Critical as well. Almost a monotone-ish too as well. You know, you got Moist Critical also. You got like Moist Critical who does it. You even have Vanoss Gaming, like literally straight up. Vanoss Gaming doesn't even have that much editing process in his videos. Like it's literally straight up just like literally just cutting up the boring bits, putting the funny bits together, add some sound effects, add some BGM in the background, and that's it. It's just literally them just having commentary fun or so in the background, you know? So that's why I'm just kind of like, I'm gonna have to disagree with that, you know? There's a lot of channels that do really great. Asmon is washed MMO player. He's a political streamer now.
What else to do anymore. I just keep uploading because obviously I'm a content creator and I use these videos to vent and ramble, and obviously it's my job. It's how I make money as well. Of course, it's how I pay the bills. But if we're gonna head in this direction of using it, and this is why I had to chat with my editor, I don't want to contribute to that slop. I don't
This
want.
is only for specific content and specific content creators. Okay, this will start doing for certain things. Okay.
Contribute to the downfall of originality in content creation, and I apologize for using AI in my content. Again,
That's so dumb. I can't believe he's actually catering to like a few minority people who are like having issues with his videos. I don't know, for me personally, I have no problem with that. I didn't even know that was AI, to be honest. I just thought it was just part of his video, like normal video that he was like working on, you know?
I didn't think it was that serious until really seeing what the hell was going on.
Because personally, I'm not gonna cater to small vocal minorities. I will always find a way to elevate my content. Always. I will always try to find a way to elevate it to new ground, you know, new heights, you know, to make it more entertaining, more fun, you know, and all this other stuff, you know.
Lately, and genuinely speaking, it's bad. Yeah, so fuck AI. I'd rather just use a fucking pixelated image of my avatar on top of some PNG from Google and keep it.
No, to be honest, I personally, look, Maury, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I had no problem with it because I thought it was just fine. Because he's talking about literally the segment or so where he's like, he has his face plastered on a guy or so that's like moving his mouth or so and talking and stuff like that. I had no problem with it. I generally did not. I thought that was just fine.
Bit simple than to try and be fancy and professional using AI and contributing to an already existing problem.
So he prefers not to be fancy and professional in his videos, like make his videos more professional made. Is that just use that? Interesting. I guess just cater to the small vocal minorities, I guess, you know?
That will get bigger and be prolonged if people like myself, content creators, don't put an end to it now. So guys, let me know your thoughts and opinions.
Because you want to know something? I bet you later on in the future, they'll probably like, I wouldn't be surprised that, like if some like new people will come in or so, and then they're gonna be like, oh, this guy's just using a PNG on another PNG talking about stuff. So lazy, so bored. His content is so lazy, you know? Like there's no creativeness in it, you know? I wouldn't be surprised if somebody comments that in the future about it.
But I just wanted to kind of ramble because, listen, I think sometimes we just need to sit down and have a conversation about the direction society is heading in, because this is just a symptom. YouTube, content creation, AI is just a small pocket of society. And this is a part of a larger issue that's stemming from a problem that I genuinely believe will make humanity more cold, isolated, distant, and disconnected
I don't really pay attention to Hassan though.
Before. That's just my thoughts, my 2 cents. You already know what it is. Leave all your thoughts and opinions down below. You can support.
It's a good video, you know. It's very interesting to kind of hear, just to kind of hear the video itself. To be honest, I had you know, we had a lot of points or so in general to talk about in this video. Sorry, I paused a lot or so, you know, but it's a lot of points that you know we have to address specifically. I'm like, Jacksepticeye is a grown adult, all right. He's a grown ass man, all right. He could have just talked to MrBeast privately, all right, and be like, hey, MrBeast, is there a way that you can take me out of this or so, because I don't want to be part of this issue. I'd be like, you know, if they can find some kind of agreement or something, you know, and then that's fine, you know, that's it, you know. Pegasus released one too. Man, Pegasus is slop content, I'll be honest with you. Pegasus will release anything on MrBeast. I remember he was farming on the MrBeast drama like 24/7. I know he waited for the MrBeast drama to come out so he can farm it again, you know? I know that for a fact. That man was farming MrBeast hard, dude. Don't even have an issue with reacts if people add to it. Yeah, and it's just sometimes I just add a little bit more than usual. So Pegasus has made 40 videos on Hassan. Oh, Jesus Christ! No, I think Mr. Nux Taku made so many slop videos or so on Hassan Piker. I think if I remember correctly, because there was like a video of a tier list or so that I saw, and you know. Yeah, but like, I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't really care. Will it help me out for me? Yeah, of course. Do I accept the $80 price tag for it? No. I do not accept the $80 price tag for that thing, to be honest. I'll make slop videos about Sunako now. Like I make slop content too as well. The problem is like I can't really like, you know, can I actually put more time in my videos? Yes, I can definitely put more times in my videos. But that means the streams would be a lot more shorter. The streams would probably be not as consistent anymore. and my Twitch channel would probably die out. So yeah, so that's probably the problem specifically for it. So that's the only reason why I kind of like, you know, for now I just work here. I work at the bottom of the tier for content, and then we slowly work our way up to make better content, and I can hire more people. I can hire some editors and some thumbnail people, and then I can also hire other people to make even like other different types of content that I kind of want to do or so, which is animation stuff. That would be really fun to do. I really hate the whole everyone talking about Hassan, even Techno, and I love his reacts, but now half are him reacting to Pegasus, shitting on Hassan. Yeah, just like I talk about Hassan at least like once or twice or every so often, you know. But I usually like to space him out for the content. Like maybe I'll have a Hassan video on Monday, but then I'll have another Hassan video on Wednesday or maybe on Sunday, and then that's pretty much about it. I like to space him out. That's how I usually do it. But yeah, anyways. That's the end of the video. You guys can comment, like, subscribe, do all that fancy jazzy stuff. And then you guys can let me know what you guys think in the comment sections down below. If MrBeast, the hate is justified or the hate is not justified, you know? Like, I don't know. For me personally, like, I try to give out at least, like, you know, come in with a very, like, neutral take on everything, you know? Try to play, like, devil's advocate, play on each side and everything, you know? Just kind of find the more reasonable terms, but Jacksepticeye, just message him. Just literally send him a DM. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not like MrBeast is like the moment you talk to him, you're gonna die or something. You know, just talk to him. You know, send him a message. Try to you know, ask him, hey, by any chance, can you take me out of this, you know, AI machine or something like that? And that's it, man. That's easy. It's not gonna try to audition in Hololive. This motherfucker. Anyways, Jack, don't listen to Ko. Always crash out. No, don't crash out because it's gonna make you look bad. And then everyone, and then all the younger generation are gonna call you, oh, it's this old grandpa is complaining again. This old uncle is complaining again. Man, he fell off, you know? It's just be reasonable and just talk, literally just talk to him and just say, hey man, you know? It's honestly, you're an adult, for God's sakes. Come on, man. Let's not be like kids, all right? It's crash out code. Yeah, but maybe he should stop crashing out, you know? For me personally, there's only so much I can say about creators like Hassan and Denims, and Frogan kind of boring at this point, even for like slop drama. Yeah. But anyways, that's the end of the video, and yeah, just grow up. God Lord, it's not that hard. God, why is it so difficult for people to grow up these days? Anyways, that's the end of the video, and